We mainly dry camp for Curtis's work season, which runs spring through fall, and we love it. It is our preferred style of camping. But last year was really tough with the summer heat and being restricted to 4 hours per day with the generator rule in provincial parks. Living full-time in an RV, trying to upload videos, manage 2 dogs, and keep our batteries up led to a lot of frustration. Our dogs had to come with us everywhere, and they were left in the truck with the air conditioning running while we ran errands, visited friends, did laundry, etc., etc. This year, with our power upgrades, it will be completely different.
And once I have solar, what will I be able to do?
You run anything you want, including the air conditioner, with the batteries.
With the batteries.
Solar's charge the batteries.
Ha.
Fuel tank is the batteries.
Yes, Curtis. With my super batteries, what will I be able to run? That are charged by the solar.
Yeah, fair enough. Or the generator. Or shore power.
Such a shame.
Anyways, you'll be able to run the air conditioner flat out if you had to for 8.5 hours straight on just batteries alone.
So I'll be able to run my Starlink, my microwave, my fireplace.
Well, no, you have 3,000.
Not all at the same time.
You have 3,000 watts. You generally don't. You generally don't heat with your fireplace with.
I'm not going to have my air conditioning on in my fireplace.
That's good. That's good.
Although I have had a wood stove on with windows open. So.
Yeah, several times. So there you go.
Anyways, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So today is an exciting day. Curtis is starting our power upgrade. I've cleaned out under the bed. I am just absolutely terrible with these drawer slides, so we're leaving it up to him to pull out the drawers because I'll just break them. That's my niche. I can break any kind of hardware like that. All right, Curtis, what are we doing?
I had to pull out the auto level just to move it over. So it wasn't centered, but it will end up being centered. But the actual sensors for that are in the front and back. And
so just to clarify, this is the brain and it has nothing to do with the actual leveling. It's just the control center.
That's right. But it'll end up being mounted back flat on the floor just like it was. And it'll end up being centered even though that does not matter for that Lippert system.
Right.
So underneath that panel, you'll see now our completed power upgrade work. So we have the 3 batteries here, the 250 amp hour Go Power batteries, 3,000 watt Go Power IC inverter. It is an inverter charger. It's a 120 amp charger. So that is in place, as well as our auto transfer. So this will connect shore power in and the generator in. Automatic transfers over through, and this of course is that hybrid type inverter. So if you only are plugged in at somebody's place at 15 amp, it'll make up the extra power. Or if you have no power coming into it at all, it'll of course just invert and make up the 3000 continuous pure sine wave side of things. So our fuse is there, a 300 amp system, and disconnect 2 bus bars, and of course you'll see the cabling coming in from the solar MTTP controllers. This silver junction box is simply basically bringing power from the inverter on a flexible line, so if you ever have to service it, in through to a hard copper line that runs to the power panel. So that is the system. Smart Shunt, a Victron Smart Shunt is here, which is awesome for monitoring all your power consumption. And that is the controller for the Lippert auto level. It was kind of over here. I just moved it to the center of the unit there in order to get space here for the batteries. So we're under the 5 feet total of positive and negative runs. So we're able to go with 2 watt cabling and a 300 amp fuse. At the time, the 400 amp fuse was back ordered to, I think, the spring or some crazy thing. So we opted just to stick with 2 watt versus 4 watt cabling and 300 amp and shorten up all our cables as short as possible. So we're well under that restriction of 5 feet total length, and it seems to work very well. This is our power upgrade system when it comes to the AC and DC side of things. So our solar system really is 2 separate 60 MPPT solar controller units with 6 190 watt solar panels. So really it's like the 570 system times 2 to get to our 1140. So it's really almost, like I said, 2 separate systems. Comes with 2 full controllers and has 2 boxes. We got the cabling So one does come with the 80 amp disconnect. So it's a complete system, 2 roof mount systems in there. So lots of big cables. And then you have your runs. They're going to take it up through into the solar panels itself. So nice complete system that is supplied by GoPower. And the solar panels, of course, are a separate thing. So underneath our bed, we have managed to keep the storage that's there. This is just a factory location still, the panels. The only thing we lost was the 2 drawers that are on each side in order to put our power upgrade equipment in here. So we still kept a lot of it. We just put in a big vent there. And of course we opened up the back ventilates into the storage bay, as we've talked about in the past. And it works well. So far it has worked really well.
And this is why our power upgrade is a complete game changer. Those solar panels up there had our batteries completely charged in under 20 minutes of the sun coming up this morning. Last night we ran the inverter with Curtis played a PS4 hockey game, and I was on my computer charging, and Starlink was running. I used my induction cooktop. The fridge ran. We were using all sorts of power, and we only drew our batteries down to 90%. And within 20 minutes this morning, they were back up to 100%. Today I'll be able to use my ice maker as the sun comes up and it gets hotter, and yeah, it's just a complete game changer. We can stay absolutely anywhere and have complete power. The other thing is, last year my dogs traveled with me everywhere into town and my truck was left running with the air conditioning on. This summer, the beautiful thing is I can go swimming and paddleboarding and go do laundry and whatever other chores I need to do and activities I want to do, and the dogs can stay in the trailer with the air conditioning on. And that in itself is worth every penny we spent on that system. Yep, complete game changer. Love it.